Hi everybody, my name is Dr. Valerie Ripperger. I'm a naturopathic doctor here in Geneva, Illinois, and today is March 25th. So I am going to talk to you today about what we need to really focus on with the whole coronavirus 19 and what we can do to boost your immune system. But first, any changes that you make within your diet or your supplements, I'm not trying to treat or diagnose. I'm encouraging you to go see your primary care physician before you start introducing anything new into your diet or supplementations routine. So, with that being said, let's dive into the coronavirus, what you need to know. So, yes, it is an upper respiratory infection. However, the groups of people that it affects is no different than any other flu, cold type of condition. The people that are more prone to this are people that have a compromised immune system. These are people that have an autoimmune disease, say, for example, Hashimoto's, Graves' disease, someone that has COPD, asthma, diabetic, if you're elderly, cancer, asthma, smoker, COPD, those type of people are more prone to flu and viruses anyway. So if you have a healthy immune system, you're going to be okay. You really are. Just keep doing what you're doing, making sure that you're washing your hands really well, using the disinfectants, keep taking stuff to boost your immune system. And right now, yes, so here in Illinois, we are on this mandatory lockdown. And so I'm sharing this with people that don't live in this area to let you know not to freak out. Don't hoard food or toilet paper anymore. We're going to be okay. We're going to have the basic necessities. We're going to have toilet paper. We're going to have food. We're going to have water. You'll have access to your money. You'll have access to your pharmaceutical drugs if you need them. To gas, you're going to have access to medical care. So those are all the basic things that we need in order for us to thrive. So we don't need to hoard anymore. And I also want to encourage everybody to focus on mental health, because I have been contacted by numerous amount of people that are getting very, very anxious with everything right now. And so I'm encouraging people to limit their interaction on the social media. Don't research. I know that it's causing some anxiety because we're at home now. Please stop researching. That's creating a lot of anxiety for people. So I want you to try to focus on what you can control. We can't control anything other than really what is amongst the four walls of our house, right? Which is our health and happiness. And so making sure that you keep the kids in the same routine every day is important. So when they're doing the home schooling right now online, I'd get them up at the same time every day, feed them, have them do whatever hours, 2 or 3 hours that they're doing in the morning, have a break, lunch, go outside, enjoy some of the beautiful weather that's out there right now. Keeping them on schedule is super important, and making sure that everyone is getting adequate sleep. You want to make sure that you have a really good sleep routine. If you're having trouble with sleep, you can try some sleepy time tea. Chamomile tea is really, really good, those things. Also, try some meditations. They have some amazing meditation apps that are out there. I usually use YouTube. I like that. They have frequencies. They have frequency music for stress and anxiety and for different illnesses. So I just play that in the background. Incorporate some exercise. I have a dear friend of mine that is a member on Beachbody On Demand. So I know that they have a 2-week free trial, that they have a ton of videos at home so that you and the littles can do. So then that way it kind of helps to break up the routine. But remember, focus what you can control, which is the mental health and the happiness and of your entire family. So if people have questions, please make sure to comment below if you guys have any questions at all. A lot of other things too is the other thing that I would encourage people to do is just to make sure that you have the appropriate pharmaceutical drugs in your home, your prescriptions. Make sure that those are at least filled. reach out to someone elderly that's around you, because they may have family that's not even around to be able to help them, and they may not be able to go out to the store. So reach out to a neighbor that you know is an elderly person and just say, hey, are you okay? Can I go pick up anything for you? Groceries, any medications, or anything for you? So make sure that they're feeling supported. And I know a lot of groups are now creating Facebook groups for different local areas. So wherever you live, reach out and see if someone has created a group and get some ideas on what you can do with your kids at home. Everyone's being pretty creative, and the weather hopefully will be beautiful out, so we can go and get some vitamin D. So you want to make sure to do that, and also try to support your community. I know a lot of people I've seen really band together and create threads on different Facebook posts, so that people can post their business to let other people know, hey, we're out here, we're still available for, drive-through services for food. But whatever their cleaning businesses, whatever your business is, let people know that, hey, I'm still available and I'm here for you. The other things that you probably want to omit is to refrain from taking ibuprofen. Ibuprofen weakens your immune system, and also it's not very friendly on your liver or your kidneys as well. So depending upon what your pain is, you might want to try a different alternative. Some things that I like is I really like arnica. You can use arnica for a homeopathic remedy that you can take orally. They're very safe. They don't interact with any kind of medications that you might be on. So those you can usually get at your local store, or you can order online, and they also have arnica gels. So those are amazing topicals that you can apply for musculoskeletal pain. If you have pain for migraines, then what I like to do is, if you don't have a tub, soak your feet in a little bucket of warm water and then place a ice pack on the back of your neck for about 10 or 15 minutes, and that'll help. So really try to refrain from taking ibuprofen, and also don't drink ice beverages, ice cubes. Try to drink lukewarm, room temperature type of beverages. Viruses do not thrive well when they're heated or they're warm, so that's why they're discouraging to drink ice in your ice water, and that helps kind of add fuel to the flame for the virus, right? So one of the other things is, along with stress, when you're stressed, it reduces your immune system. So again, focus on what you can control. You can control the health and happiness of your family and the wellness. So focus on that and start some amazing bonding time with your family. The stress reduces your immune system, and what happens is that your little adrenals they're glands that sit on the top of your kidneys, they start pumping out this hormone called cortisol, and cortisol can wreak havoc on our bodies. Obviously, it can affect our ability to lose weight, but it compromises our immune system and can cause systemic inflammation. One thing that I personally like to take to support my adrenals are, it's an herb called ashwagandha. I like to take that. That will also help. And also, if you're stressed and anxious, some other techniques is breathing. Breathing techniques is amazing to help with that. So you want to make sure that you're always breathing in through your nose and out your mouth. When you do that, that slows down your sympathetic nervous system, which is your fight or flight, right? So if you feel your heart racing, just breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. If you can take about a 6 to 8 second breath in and hold for a couple seconds, and just breathe out for about 6 to 8 seconds, do that several times, you'll start to feel more calm. There are some techniques that I like to do for other calming, and that's when you take your left hand and you can place it over your heart, and then you take one of your fingers of your opposite hand in between this nice little groove, and just gently tap between your fourth and your fifth finger. And again, breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. And think about what it is that's stressing you. These are some good techniques that will help as far as calming. The other one I like to do is visualize that you have this big purple bubble coming out from your heart. put a percentage of whatever it is that's stressing you and into that bubble, and then blow it like you're blowing out the birthday candles on your birthday cake. So that always helps. Yoga is amazing to help with relaxation. If you have some essential oils, whatever it is that's appealing to you, use those. But also keep in mind, if you're diffusing at home and you're diffusing those oils, be aware if you have pets, because pets actually, unfortunately, a lot of essential oils are very toxic to them. So be aware of that. I know just off of the top of my head, one that's usually pretty good, but it needs to be pure, is lavender. Usually is pretty safe. So that's always a really good go-to for essential oils to help calm for some stress and anxiety. So let's talk a little bit about boosting your immune system. So again, anything that I'm sharing, make sure that you consult your primary care physician before you make any changes for any supplementations or incorporating any kind of food changes into your diet as well. So what I personally do is, unfortunately, I have a compromised immune system. So I want to make sure that my immune system is stellar. That's awesome. So you guys take this as well to help maintain. Again, you have a healthy immune system, you're going to be fine. Just continue doing business as normal, good hygiene, washing your hands with soap and water. So one of the first things I take is vitamin C. Vitamin C, I know for me and my wholesalers, has been very difficult to find. If you can find any form of vitamin C right now, grab it. I tell people to take the dosage to about bowel tolerance. And what that means, and some people have figured this out, is that I tell people that to the point to where right before you shart your pants, okay? So you get to that point and you have loose stools, you want to slightly back off. I know they have some amazing chewables of vitamin C for kiddos. That's been great. The other important supplement that I take is vitamin A. Vitamin A helps build that cellular wall and helps to really boost that immune system. Those are usually pretty easy to swallow. The ones that I found are really, really tiny little gel capsules. The other thing I take is D3. D3 I take also with K2. K2 I tell people is the gas that fuels the bus. K2 takes the D3 wherever it needs to go, right? So you want to be careful with vitamin D. Usually I'll take a loading dose, and this again is just me. So for about 5 days, I take 50,000 IVUs of that a day. If you start to have urinary tract infection symptoms, so when you feel an urgency to go to the restroom frequently, or you feel a burning sensation, then you're going to want to back off of taking that. The other thing that I like to take is zinc. I don't take more than 25 milligrams of that a day. That you want to be careful and make sure that you're taking that with food. If you have a sensitive stomach, you want to make sure that you're taking all of these with food. The other thing is also I like astragalus. Astragalus is an amazing herb to take to help boost your immune system. Ashwagandha I take to help balance my my adrenals, so that they're healthy and strong and not producing all of that amazing crappy stress hormone cortisol. I also take a good probiotic. I take a good probiotic to seal that gut, so then I don't have systemic leaky inflammation going all over my body to where my body's trying to repair that, and that's reducing my immune system ability to fight off anything else that I may come into contact with. The other things that I like to take are my go-tos for those of you that know me. I really, really like inulin. Inulin helps as a good prebiotic, and that helps to also seal the gut and heal so that our body can absorb all the nutrients that we need to absorb. But the two main ones is elderberry syrup, which I know that there's been some issues and a lot of false information out there regarding this and that cytokine storm, which the term cytokine storm is not technically a medical term. Someone had created that, and it has absolutely no adverse side effects with that whatsoever. Elderberry syrup is an amazing thing to take as a preventative measure and just to have good overall good health and wellness. I also absolutely love my colloidal silver. I brew that myself. If that's something that you're interested in, please feel free to reach out and ask me how you may get it. I also can ship it to you, but colloidal silver is an antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. I take it orally. I have kids take it. You want to gradually introduce that dose. If you have a sensitive stomach, you want to take a smaller dose of that, because what can happen, the worst thing that's going to happen is you may have a little bit of abdominal discomfort or have some loose stools, and that's okay. That's just your body dumping some of these toxins and things that are not serving it well into your GI tract faster than what your body can process it. So you just need to back off on that a little bit. I actually put the colloidal silver in a little spray bottle, and I use that as my disinfectant hand sanitizer, and I disinfect toothbrushes, bathroom handles, sinks, door handles. I take that with me just in case I don't have anything. If when I go to the grocery store and they don't have any antibacterial wipes or anything for the handles, I have that. I also usually carry some gloves with me if I have to go out. But those are some of the tips that I personally use. And I have also created a PDF of a lot of other recommendations. There's a little bit of something in there for everybody. I have some homeopathic remedies, some essential oils. There's also some medicinal mushrooms that are in there, and I think I also have a soup recipe for immune boosting. But try to eat healthy. I know everyone has gone out, and a few weeks ago everyone went out and bought all of this processed food. Still try to eat healthy, because if you are not foods that suppress your immune system, or a lot of processed sugar, a lot of processed foods, wheat, gluten, and dairy. Dairy is huge, because what dairy does is not only is it an inflammatory type of food, but the enzyme that your body needs to process and break that down is not available to break down that mucus. So if you have an upper respiratory infection and you're consuming a lot of dairy, that's adding more mucus to the mucus that's already there. So you want to make sure to eliminate that, so those enzymes are available to make sure that they're doing their job and breaking up all of that mucus. So again, I can't encourage you guys enough. Please stay off of social media. Be aware, educate yourself of what's going on, but just know that we will always have the basic necessities that we need, which is food, water, shelter. We have access to money. We have access to get our pharmaceutical prescriptions filled. We have access to gas, and you have your family, your health, and happiness. So try really hard every day. Keep the kiddos on a same routine. Do things for you. Make sure that you're meditating, that you're eating the right foods, that you're supplementing your body and the family, nourishing them the way that they need to build up their immune system. Go get some fresh air. Join some Facebook groups that are within your local area to make sure that you guys can get some creative ideas on how to support your family and to do some fun, exciting things. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to email me at gethealthy@hope-wellnesscenters.com. If you'd like the PDF that I've created, please let me know. Otherwise, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. So I wish you all well, and God bless. Take care. Mwah.